Another live stream. This live stream is the same as last week's live stream, Premier League predictions. And sometimes it's nice to have a tea and biscuits, although I don't really do that myself. Sometimes it's nice to do that and sit down and talk about the Premier League. The Premier League, the league that everyone loves. Well, maybe not everyone, but you get the point. The league that is favoured in some people, I guess. Moving on, we have the same guest as last week, probably the best guesser on this channel. We have Matthew.
Hello.
Hello indeed. Alright, now, I promised Matthew this would be a lot quicker time if you were tuning in. The stream was like 46 minutes long, which definitely was not short at all. But without further ado, let's get started. Brentford versus Brighton. Would you like to go first, Matthew?
Alright. I can see it being quite I don't know. It's just going to be like either one of those boring matches or like a 5-2, in my opinion. I think Brighton will win. Let me think. I think 4-1.
Ooh.
To Brighton. Simply because they're getting better form, and I just see them winning this game, to be honest. Brentford haven't won since like match day 6. Brighton, they've been on decent form. They obviously lost to Spurs, drew to Liverpool. Yeah, but I can see them winning this game.
Interesting. Now, I can definitely see a Brighton win. I think that's the first thing you can clear out of the way. That is the obvious part. But the hard part is the score. Will it be many? Will Brentford be able to keep it to like a 2-1? I can agree that Brentford could get an early start or could get a goal somewhere. Not entirely sure when. Not like we can predict the future, but yeah, I'd say Brighton will definitely win. But Brentford, I think they'll put up a decent fight. I think they'll be a lot stronger than people will expect them to be. But also, to be honest, Brighton were pretty wasteful against Spurs. I mean, it is Tottenham, and there is a difference between Brighton and Tottenham. One of them actually plays European football. One of them is just, one of them Premier League teams that then and there, make some shockers. But yeah, I can clearly see a winner, Brighton. But it won't be easy. I'll say 2-1 Brighton. Alright, interesting. Now, we have Crystal Palace versus Leicester. I will go first. Leicester versus Crystal Palace, I should say. Early Saturday kickoff, 12:30 tomorrow. Leicester versus Crystal Palace. Now, never mind. Leicester. Now, Leicester haven't been on the greatest form, but haven't been on the worst form. They're in the bottom 3, I believe, which is, I don't know how to say it, because for a team that won the league against all the odds in 14-15 or 14-15 season, for a team who won the league then to now be in a relegation zone, shows that resilience. I know they lost a few key players like Mars and stuff, but it shows that the resilience level has gone down. Again, losing to Bournemouth, which, to be honest, who knows how that happened. But I think before that Bournemouth game, they did win 4-0 against their rivals Nottingham Forest, which was an improvement, as you know, because last time Nottingham Forest beat them 4-2, I believe, in the FA Cup. But that was last season, and Leicester have seemed to push that away and got past them easily. Now, Crystal Palace coming back from a 2-1 win against Leeds United. Leeds United were strong, they were firm, but Crystal Palace were able to break their defence, which is very key because Crystal Palace are a team where they can find the gaps within your team and they can punish you. They are quite clinical when they find the right gaps. It's just coming down to the matter of finishing, coming down to the matter of actually how they lead up to the goal. So I'm going to say 2-2 this game. Yeah, either 2-2 or 2-1, but I'm going with 2-2. I think it'll be a nice draw at the King Power Stadium. Over to you, Matthew.
I don't know why, but I see Leicester winning this game for some odd reason. Obviously, they got home advantage. I'd like to take this time to talk about James Maddison, Mr. Gareth Southgate. If you're watching, put him in the team.
Yes, I totally agree.
He's so good. He's so good. I don't know why. Obviously, he has like the people that he chooses. Like Mason Mount, who shouldn't be in the England squad, in my opinion, over James Maddison. JnrxGames. Like I said, I think Leicester will win with a James Maddison masterclass. I see 3-2.
Ooh.
Obviously, Palace haven't been on the best form, and Leicester are dead last.
Ooh.
I just think it'll be one of those games, you know. It's quite evenly matched, but I think Leicester will just scrape it at the end.
It's interesting to think that for a team that's doing not so great in the league, we both have sort of similar opinions on the match. I think it's quite interesting that.
Yeah.
Next match, Fulham versus Bournemouth. Would you like to go first, or shall I go first?
I'll go first.
All right, no problem.
Bournemouth, believe won against Leicester last week.
Bournemouth beat Leicester. Yes, 2-1.
Yeah. And Fulham, it's 8 versus 9, so I think it'll be an even 100. They've both just been promoted, obviously. So they know each other quite well because they're both yo-yo clubs at this point. And Bournemouth actually stayed in the Premier quite long, but then they got relegated. Yeah, I do see quite an even contest for this one, so I'm going to go 1-1.
1-1. Now, obviously, Alexander Mitrovic. Some people were asking the question: can he do what he did in the Champions League, in the Premier League? Now, I mean, to be honest, he's done a very good job. He's proving that he's still worthy. He's still a key member in the Fulham team, and they've showed that they don't need Lawrence and stuff to, carry their team. They can do it with just a Mitro, with just their basic players. But it's not about the players, it's about their resilience. I mean, yes, it is also about the players, but it's also about the attitude of the game. Now, as you clearly stated, Matthew, Fulham and Bournemouth, both yo-yo clubs, indeed. They like to spring up and down the leagues in England, but I think that it's nice to do newly promoted teams, both doing fairly well in the Premier League. It's just a matter of who's better on the day, I think. Any team could win this, but I'm going with a 2-1, yes, 2-1 Bournemouth.
Okay, interesting.
Interesting indeed. Alright, next match we have Wolverhampton Wanderers playing against Nottingham Forest. Alright. I might as well go first for this one. Not really going to say much. Guess I'm going to go for a 1-0 Wolves. I think it's one of them where you don't really have to say anything. You just, feel it, Not one of my long explanations that no one likes to listen to, but, yeah. That's what I'm going with. 1-0 Wolverhampton Wanderers.
In a bit of a relegation scrap at this point. Definitely not going to be watching this game. Again, I'm not going to speak about it much. I think 1-0 Wolves as well.
Interesting. I mean, again, if this turns out to be a good game, then I'm going to regret not watching it. But then again, I don't think it will. But players, please change my mind and make the game interesting for all the poor people who have paid all their money for you to just, not do anything with it. I don't know. But, yeah. Tottenham versus Everton is next. Would you like to go first, or shall I go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
All right.
Spurs having a pretty good start to the season, except that starting 3-1 defeat to Arsenal.
Yes.
I believe.
I believe they've lost another game as well. Can't remember off the top of my head, but.
Okay. No, they're on 20 points.
Tottenham.
They probably drew a game.
I could have sworn they lost a game. No.
They might have.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry for that.
Against Everton, who haven't had the worst start to a season compared to last year. But I can just see one winner in this, which is Spurs. And I'm going with a 4-1 win to Tottenham.
Now, yes, I totally agree with Matthew that Tottenham are going to win. And they're not going to win like they did against Brighton, have a few chances, relax a bit, because, it's Brighton. But it's going to be one of them games where, Sky Sports are going to wish they had it on TV, Unless they do. Oh, they do actually have it on TV, yeah. Tottenham v Everton. They usually have it on TV, Sky Sports. It's always going to be an interesting game. Tottenham vs Everton, aka Kane versus Pickford, the England matchup. And I'm pretty sure Dele Alli will be involved in the mixer as well. Probably not going to do much, but still going to be interesting. And I'm going to go with a very boring 0-0 draw. I feel like no one's going to win the game. Psych! You thought 5-0 Tottenham. 5-0. I'm going for. That's my real prediction.
You need to shout.
Yeah.
And just scream.
Especially since this room is really echoey. Echoey.
Okay. Next game, which is Leeds Arsenal.
Oh yeah, next game is Manchester United versus Newcastle. Alright, I will take the honours and go first.
Okay.
Manchester United. Now, Cristiano, is he back? Is Ronaldo back to his semi-prime? Well, quarter of a prime. I mean, probably 2% of his prime is back, but Ronaldo is still kicking 700 club goals. What an achievement. The amount of records this man holds, but we're not talking about him. Mainly, we're going to be talking about Manchester United as a team, who somehow managed to beat Liverpool, but then go on to lose silly games that they really need results in. And it's a bit frustrating as a Man United fan. If I was a Man United fan, probably would be a bit frustrating, not getting the results you need. But I think they can do it against Newcastle. They've done it countless times. It's just a matter of how they are on that day. I'm going to go with a 4-1, actually no, 3-1 Manchester United win. I think 4-1's a bit too generous.
Alright, my go?
Yeah.
Yes, I think 5th versus 6th. United, obviously, they've been good this season. It's just they've had some fixtures that they need to be winning, which they haven't got the 3 points. Sadly, beat Liverpool. Ronaldo, getting 700 club goals. I can see him possibly bagging another against Newcastle. That is if he plays. But I see quite a close call game. I'm going 2-1 Newcastle.
2-1 Newcastle?
No, 2-1 United, sorry.
Oh, alright. That makes a bit more sense. Alright. 2-1 Manchester United, Matthew predicts. Next is Leeds versus Arsenal.
Okay. Interesting.
Would you like to go first?
Alright. need to speak about this game, really. I see Arsenal winning. If they can beat Liverpool, they can beat Leeds. I'm going to just go with a simple 3-0 win to Arsenal.
3-0, you said?
Yep.
Funny enough, I've actually written down 3-0 as well. I think that, well, just to make things clear, I did not write things down. I'm not thugged and level prepared for Prem predictions, but yeah, I just see it as sort of a joke, but not like a joke as in like, you know, pathetic joke, like a nice little banter. Off topic, coming back to reality, I'm gonna say Arsenal. Yeah, I've already mentioned Arsenal 3, Leeds United 0. Well, the thing is, I want to regret saying 3-0, and I want to move it down to 2-1 because Leeds like to show character when they need it the most. So 2-1 Arsenal. Hopefully they do not win, so Manchester City can overtake them if they beat Liverpool, which they hopefully do. But that's not really on topic right now. But what is on topic is our next fixture we have for you, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea. Wait, no, sorry. Southampton versus West Ham. Technical difficulties occurred there, but yeah, Southampton playing against West Ham. I'll go first for this one. Southampton, you know, they've not been bad at the season at all. I'd say they've been sometimes a joy to watch, but then sometimes there's moments where their playing style's a bit dodgy, a bit questionable. But West Ham, again, really huge downgrade from last season. West Ham were just cooking on gas last season. Unfortunate not to make it into the Europa League again, but they still did exceptionally well last season. In my general opinion, they did exceptionally well. And yeah, I'd say I'm gonna have to go with the 2-1 West Ham win. I think that's fair. But Southampton will put up a decent fight, but West Ham will want it more.
I'm gonna go on now. I don't think Southampton have had a great season, in my opinion. They've had their moments, but at the end of the day, they're in 17th in the relegation scrap, and I think they'll actually get relegated.
Oh.
Leicester ain't getting relegated, in my opinion. So I think Leicester and Southampton will swap places, I guess. And I see a 1-0 win to West Ham.
So you think will it be dominant West Ham? Like, will they dominate?
I think it'll be an even game, but they'll just get one goal and then they'll be back.
Interesting. All right, Aston Villa vs Chelsea. You may go first.
Let me think. Chelsea, obviously, they haven't had the all-time best start to their season, but it hasn't been horrible for the London Cowboys. And Aston Villa, they're down 16th. They haven't had a great start to the season. So I just see one winner in this game. I'm going to go 3-1 Aston Villa. 3-1 Chelsea. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Again, Aston Villa. Now.
Brighton's kicked off.
Oh yes. I was hoping to finish before, but we're not too far from finishing. Next match is City versus Man City. Sorry, Liverpool versus City.
The most important match.
So that gives you more time to prepare whilst I'm explaining. Now, I know this is moving on to the topic of Manchester City, but I think Aston Villa are a great, courageous side, and when it matters most, they can really just find the courage, the resilience, the vibe out of nowhere to just absolutely smash it. And yeah, I'm going to go with 2-1 Villa. If not, it will be a 2-2 draw, but it will be a game worth watching. You'll have many chances and the intensity will be nice. Yeah, it will be a joy to watch. Now, all this time, dare I say, Liverpool versus Manchester City. And it's live on Sunday at 4:30 p.m. So it's not live now, but you get what I'm trying to do. You can go first, Matthew.
Okay, well, don't really need to talk about this much. Well, we sort of do. But I thought 2 weeks ago, before all of these certain Champions League matches, Liverpool were going to get destroyed. But then we 6-7 past Rangers. Now I have some hope. I'm going 2-1 Liverpool.
Oh!
Twist.
The ultimate twist. Now, dare I say I'm close to agreeing to that. But then also, listen, here's the thing about being a Man City fan for me. I am very confident in my side, but before I went to school today, I watched the Champions League highlights because I had some spare time. And I see Liverpool, right before I went to bed, Liverpool were drawing with Rangers 1-1. I was thinking, oh yes, Liverpool need a slower game so that, it's better if they don't win so that they won't go feeling too confident. Then, considering Man City drew to Copenhagen, Mahrez missing a penalty, but we don't talk about that because we did not have our best players, so Pep was resting them, and rightly so. Matthew, in my opinion, should be a lot more worried than I am. Looking at how Darwin Núñez played then.
Bobby Firmino.
Yeah, Firmino.
Is class.
Even
Best Brazilian, the best Brazilian in the Premier League. Clear of Anthony. Clear.
Of Jesus?
Yeah, clear.
Interesting thought. But going back to what I was saying, Salah, he's back. In the Champions League, I keep on saying this, Salah is back, but only in the Champions League as of right now. Dare I jinx myself? I dare not. But I don't even think that made sense, but you guys know what I was trying to say. I thought Man City were going to be doomed. We were going to get thrashed by Liverpool. But then I looked at Liverpool's recent form. That still didn't do it for me. I still felt nervous. Then I looked at Man City's recent form. I saw that we're challenging for the title. Obviously, Erling Haaland's killing it in the Premier League. And I thought, why not? If Liverpool have their own stars, Luis Diaz, who I think is probably their best Liverpool player, Firmino, Salah, Núñez, if they're going to pull out the big guys, we're going to pull out our Haaland. We're going to pull out our Kevin De Bruyne. We're going to pull out our prime Phil Foden. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, I think Manchester City will get revenge from the Community Shield when they weren't even trying. I'm going to say, because I really don't think anyone cares about the Community Shield. But, you only care about it if your team wins it. But, and let's all be honest. You only care about the Community Shield if your team wins it. But I'm going with a 3-1 Manchester City win. I think Martin Tyler's just going to make the most fantastic commentary. Gary Neville's going to be making noises all over the place, which are quite questionable. But we'll let it slide because it's Gary Neville. Gary Neville. One day, I would like to speak to Gary Neville and ask him where his noises come from and what he's inspired by when he makes questionable noises in commentary. But yeah, it's just a game of football, really. Don't know why I keep on going on and on. But yeah, 3-1 Manchester City, Haaland, Foden and Kevin De Bruyne, masterclass. I think that's going to be it. That's the outro for the video. Liverpool versus Man City. Basically, the only reason, to be honest, none of the matches can compare to Liverpool and City. Not even Liverpool and United, as of right now, like, you know, in the modern time, because just, it's incredible watching these two teams playing. Although Liverpool might be a bit questionable in the league, they can always just, I don't know, they take their frustration out on Rangers. Poor Rangers, man. Really feel bad for them, really do. But yeah, that's it for Prem predictions this week. As always, stay blessed, enjoy your weekend, enjoy football, enjoy everything. And anything you want to say, Matthew?
No, that's pretty much it, I suppose.
Yeah, I would have to agree with Matthew. Pretty much it from us. And yeah, that's going to be it for this stream. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys. Wait, after this free kick. Holland! Oh, what a way to end it. There we go, the stream's ending. Thank you, ladies, for being here. The stream is ending. If I can even end it. Alright, see you guys.